Enso tai aponchenia ojewo abusia. The NPP Caucus have a press conference at Parliament House and in the news be a munsem eba besoma in the likes of a Deputy Chief Whip Irregularities Ahmed and in the same way to your concerning recently attacks on government appointees enye emra kwaso say ye ready a former government official a house without a search warrant na eba betodwa na amanfo so kasa se nye nokre na omudwuma omudi ne kwanso ano ne no ana NPP amanyoko no dead say with the raid of Dr. NS Addison Krano Richard Jakpa no these armed men anim the Jakpa aba echemu say indeed it wasn't a lawful manner na ninsem ye odi to dwai ana mo se chim se wo behwe ne dua yankasa the Attorney General eso have a press conference o briefu the media with the arrest akokoso with a government appointee na no na minority agina so akase the Attorney General ankasa no is the officer of the court ono the interest ni say was assist or assist court na yetimi di period which is justice edi edwuma other than say onu mum ana etu ejagum pointy amanfo eme chewo mo unlawfully said ye be ya obetimi satisfy any party in some way and score a political points no ana omuche mu say e Ghana ha sei omo kabia egwom omo kabia edimu enfo manu ntum with how Musi handle with Dr. NS Anderson case national security na at the end of the day a chopa bamune de na chese obi ana ehihye omukutupa emomu di sa adwuma no na enye aban na nkasa ana nensa ehyaase abusua ese ka kumegine kwakuo num me wo panyine na nkasa no di sem the minority nsem odi tudwa na ba bia eye nyankopon no na aduane no bona mpesi papa bi no na bonsam so twini makwe ne dua ya nkasa so na the Attorney General and so Edin Sembibabe Tuga with wild allegation against former government appointees Abusuya and also so Yura Jerry Ahmed Ejina mu Eji Nano Edi ye etu yejibre na memfana no di semen or di Tuga and 12.
Photographs circulating on social media clearly shows signs of destruction and ransacking. Hardly the marks of a lawful and respectful operation. If indeed a court-issued warrant truly existed, why was it not presented to Dr. Addison before or during the raid? Why was brute force used to overpower his private security? Why was the CCTV camera dismantled and taken away? Transparency is a hallmark that ensures lawful enforcement. The failure to follow basic procedure cast doubt on the legality and intent of the operation. No amount of legal contortion or public relations spin can undo the facts. Dr. Addison's home was raided under highly questionable circumstances. If the actions were truly lawful and above board, why did the National Security Coordinator find it necessary to call and apologize to Dr. Addison via the phone of Mr. Richard Jakpa? If there was no wrongdoing with the conduct of the security officers, what exactly was the apology for? And perhaps more importantly, if that apology was authorized, is Mr. Jakpa being entirely honest about what transpired? Attempts to sanitize this action by claiming he had access to legal counsel does not and would not address the fundamental question. Was the raid a necessary and lawful one? Or was it an abuse of power designed to intimidate and humiliate? The minority in Parliament firmly believes it was the latter. The Attorney General is an officer of the court. His interest is to assist the court in dispensing justice when investigators bring their case and evidence. The poster of the new AG undermines this rule. He is no longer acting as an officer of the court, but is instead acting as someone who has conducted his own inquisition, determined guilt of a suspect, and is seeking to force his view or his views on the courts. The practice undermines the role of the Attorney General and undermines the administration of justice. All well-meaning voices that respect the operation of the rule of law should call on it to an end, and to end it now as we speak. We are asking that all well-meaning voices that respect the operation of the rule of law should call on the Attorney General to put an end to this immediately. The Attorney General is not expected to start off by prejudicing an investigation and in his mind conducting an inquisition on suspects. Since when did we have an Attorney General who himself orders arrest, conducts investigations, and examines his own evidence to determine if a prima facie case is being documented or docketed against a suspect? This is highly improper and leads to bias right from the investigation process. Let the court decide the guilt or innocence of suspects. The new approach where the Attorney General seeks to convict political opponents in the court of public opinion before going to the court of competent jurisdiction is an abomination that should not be countenanced. The courts of Ghana are the only ones that should be allowed to convict or acquit, not the Attorney General. How can you suspect a person who is innocent until proven guilty by a court, not take that person through the court processes, but come to conduct public show of your suspicions, seeking to prejudice the minds against that person? How? This is terrible and a backward step in the growth of our democracy.
NPP and this will be our portion of this. Okay. I sacred Kaweba no best no ko, Weba no better was no ko, and I yen yet woman, Yabreso come who called mining site now correct. Moto ne, I do a friend say, Abobo ya, and in Maya, cause from your school going gas, a goya shower. Massa, Ubesu, now, Oka, Una Mansu area, Mikom, and my I can't say, Ashanti region. So car, over here. We don't sure best have your more. Say, okay. I could see Adeo Decay, a businessman or sire. What the man was in Temo. Galamsin and there was a walk of chain. But I may you. What the walk can't change. I may, Mentam Cassia, your boss were not Asamaba. Because any of you come as you, every near my baby. Dear Galam said, yeah, Okana Crabbe. Yeah. CCM say idea that ho Green Gold FM once I call a Western region where a more Samankasi area ho. Almost say
Samankasi there East. No, I forgot say baby Summer boy. Okay. Confuse Samankasi Summer boy. Almost say in Suetre our win districts na omoko baby illegal miners in the war, and they've instructed them to leave the area with immediate effect. We know a video be a Green Gold for Nico Chai say Tano Nimri Forest. It's in the palm walk on my room now. Udusha video no forest in the middle no more real. Until Mushima who's a BB Coso. But indigens in an but Adia Yebeka indigens and then they say, Omonia careful. Omonia careful. Babia and Crofono Muoko d'Ivoire ne Ghana for no Mukuta tuno. And then the couple of clashes in Abana. I told him, Krum half one. Maybe man will see my 1 minute. Eti say, Yara Mama saw a person fighting Galamsa on state of emergency. Now on call for money auditing. Now the young concentrated war reclamation of and Sasoma Sanon. Now you're not winning now, Kakra, technology. Okay. Just say 1 parcel of land, 1 acre land. I'll say that technology, I bet you say, you took 100 meters, sir. You bring out gold of 2 ounces. And then your baby who say gold 2 ounces is it commercially viable? Okay. Gordon, with the market fires and you change the topic because Galam say now you're very serious. Before friend is about